In Egypt, we have a lot of untold stories that we need to know more about. And for this, I'm delighted to interview Dr. Mahrous Elsanadily, head of the scientific department at Saqqara. First of all, good afternoon, Dr. Mahrous.
Good afternoon.
First of all, tell me why Saqqara is so special. What makes it so special?
So Saqqara is one of the most famous, interesting archaeological area in Egypt and everywhere due to many things. So it contains the step pyramid, the first trial for Egyptian to build a pyramid, and contain over than 50 pyramids related kings, queens, and also
how many pyramids?
So over than 50 pyramids.
Over than 50, yes.
Yeah, related to kings, queens, and so on. And we have thousands of tombs related a man and related sacred animals that we will talk today about Serabium and the tomb of Abyss Pool and so on.
Yes, but Egyptians, when they hear the news, they always hear more about the new discoveries. We have new discoveries in Egypt, new kings and queens that we have recently discovered. And they always ask, where do these discoveries go? Where do we save them? How do you comment on this?
So every day here in Saqqara we are discovering new things, new objects, new tombs, and so soon we will announce about new discoveries at Saqqara, because Saqqara.
Soon we will announce.
Yeah. And Saqqara, one of the most richest archaeological area, and so contain and about 70% of treasure of Saqqara still underground. And so we have here in Saqqara more 25 foreign missions, including 4 Egyptian missions working across Saqqara. And 2 missions of them are under Dr. Zay Hawass presidency, and also under Supreme Council of Antiquities, the General Secretary of Supreme Council of Antiquities has 2 sites, and we have many projects for excavation here in Saqqara.
But it is really interesting, the information that you just mentioned, Dr. Mahrous, that we have more than 70% of the treasures that are still undiscovered.
Yeah, or more 70%.
More, even more than 70%.
Yeah.
What does that reflect regarding the ancient Egyptians? They really were keen on saving the treasures, and still we're discovering some of them.
And I think it is one of the main resource for coming tourists to Egypt, to tell them so Egypt is still under discovery. And so many people came to Saqqara to see new discoveries that we announced through TV, through many channels and media and so on. And as I foresaid, so every day we are discovering new things in Saqqara, and so this area is one of the most interesting area for attraction of visitors.
Yes, and Dr. Mahrous, let me benefit from your presence here with me in Nile Cruise Show, and since you're the head of the scientific department, in your opinion, how can we invest in these discoveries from the scientific aspect?
I think the discovery, or new discovery, attract more visitors to Egypt, not only to Saqqara. And so when we announce for new discovery, I think the new visitors come to visit everywhere in Egypt, not only Saqqara, can visit Saqqara, Giza Pyramid, Luxor, Aswan, Alexandria, and museum, National Egyptian Museum, Grand Egyptian Museum, and we expect to open also the Grand Egyptian Museum. And I think all world are waiting,
for the announcement.
For announcement.
Yes. How do you think the Grand Egyptian Museum would be a turning point in the tourism sector, along with this museum, because the Imhotep Museum is one of a kind in Egypt?
Yeah, of course. So the custom for visitation everywhere, so everyone would like to visit new thing, and Egypt every day provides every new things related discovery, related archaeology, related museum, related exhibition, and so on. And all of these things are attracting visitors to come Egypt, especially Egypt, one of the most severe country over the world, and has many resources or many destinations to come to Egypt, to cultural places, to resort, to many things. And it is a good chance for anyone to come to Egypt to see all this destination and resources.
These amazing destinations. And since I am here in Saqqara talking to you, Dr. Mahrous, I have to ask a question that is, some people might find it confusing. What distinguishes actually the step pyramid of Djoser from the Great Pyramids of Giza?
And so the step pyramid is the first pyramid was built in the world.
Yes.
And first trial for ancient architect to build the tomb as a pyramid. And also behind building step pyramids there are many secrets, because the construction of this pyramid consists of two parts, substructure and superstructure. And substructure is extending to 33 meters deep underground. And so there are many passages, is about 3,000 meters long underground, and there are many passages and labyrinths.
This is a huge distance.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and so the visitors would like to come to visit this pyramid to get new experience, new knowledge about the mind of architect who designed this pyramid, especially Imhotep. And Imhotep, one of the most famous architects in ancient time up to now. And many people would like come to get this new experience and to discover and explore what behind the pyramid. And the superstructure of the pyramid is still under discovery, and since 10 years, so Japanese archaeologists try to make a scanning for the surface of the pyramid to discover what behind the out border of the pyramid, and still we have many secrets related to this pyramid. And many archaeologists who wanted to be more famous come to explore and make research related to the step pyramid.
And this reflects actually the importance of collaborating with the different archaeologists from different countries of the world. How do you comment on this?
So of course, the step pyramid and Saqqara in public are attracting all scholars related to archaeology, related many fields, not only archaeology. So there are many specialists are working in excavation, like specialists in pottery, specialist in technique of excavation, specialist of human remain, specialist in language, and specialists in geology. And so many specialists and scholars are coming to Saqqara while excavation to get new knowledge, new experience, new research related to this field. And so Saqqara is one of the most place which attract visitors and scholars and researchers.
Of course. Talking about Saqqara, of course, this special place, it needs more protection, and of course this needs more effort from the management. How do you comment on this, and what do you wish for this place to be more protected and promoted for?
So I am my PhD is about management, especially in a museum, and I was working at the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization, and I came 3 months ago, and I try with the manager and our colleague at Saqqara to put new strategy for managing site management of Saqqara through many things. First, we should care about cleaning area, about signage, about the road, about opening new tombs, new discoveries
Yes.
in Saqqara, about announcement for new discoveries, and by connecting with our visitors over media, different social media.
Yes.
So and we try to do many things to attract Egyptian visitors,
Yes.
foreign visitors to Saqqara, by showing them this site, because this site is a witness for 4,000 of Egyptian history.
Mhm.
So this area contain monuments are dating back to 3000 BC up to 1000 after the Christ, and it is a witness for a long history
Of course.
of Egypt. And who would like to know the history for 4,000 of Egypt, he can come to Saqqara to see all features of that period, because this area used as a necropolis for 4,000 years.
Yes.
And we can know the custom, tradition, and architecture
course.
through the ages, through archaic period, Old Kingdom, Middle Kingdom, New Kingdom, late period, Greek-Roman period,
course.
and so. And they contain tombs related man, related sacred animals, and
Yes.
so on, and each one has a special
Story.
character and structure and type of architecture, type of decoration,
Yes.
type of mind behind the design
Yes.
of this architecture.
This place is a treasure indeed. But my question to you, when we talk about promoting for this place, we have recently followed that social media has helped a lot in this regard, and we have seen so many places collaborate with the influencers and bloggers from all around the world to benefit from them in promoting for many museums and many places that are historical. How do you comment on this, and do you think that the social media helped in this regard?
So we try to attract bloggers and famous influencers,
figures,
as
yes.
famous figures to come to Saqqara to record and make a documentary film about Saqqara, and many bloggers came here to Saqqara, because I think bloggers have a lot of followers, can see us and can follow us, and they can make a good promotion for us,
Of course.
for Saqqara, and we try to attract and engage them to come to Saqqara to show them especially new discovery, because this area, as I first said, we discover many things here, and it is a good point to attract
Of course.
bloggers and influencers,
Yes.
to show new things for their followers.
Of course. Dr. Mahrous, of course, the Ministry of Tourism has exerted a huge effort to return back some of the mummies and the ancient pieces that belongs to Egypt. We have returned them back to Egypt. How do you comment on the efforts of the Ministry of Tourism in this issue?
So about repatriation or restoration, the object which went out
Yes.
Egypt illegally,
Of course.
we are doing a lot of efforts to do that,
And we
I
succeeded
think
in returning some of them.
yes, and we have millions of objects are displaying everywhere, and some of them went to Egypt legally,
Yes.
and some of them went illegally.
They were
And
looted.
and so we try to do as much as possible to restore all objects that we can prove that went out Egypt illegally, and we try to make many protocols with many countries to restore this object, with Italy, with Arab countries, Qatar, and other countries, to do that. And we restored, I think, in last 10 years, we restored over than 35,000 objects and artifacts from many countries from France, from Belgium, from England, from the United States
Yes,
of America,
of
and so
course,
on.
of course. And Dr. Mahrous, from the scientific aspect, what moves that you think should be taken so that we can enhance the tourism sector in terms of the scientific research and benefiting from it, and having more research in this regard?
And so Saqqara is an open book,
Yes,
and so and this and attract, as I foresaid, researchers, scholars to make their researchers in different fields, in history, archaeology, human remain, geology, architecture, art. And so Saqqara is considered one of the most famous school for art, because it contains many art schools from different times. And so Saqqara one of the most important area for attraction every field.
and what are the reactions of researchers and archaeologists that you work with when they come and visit Imhotep Museum?
So I think everyone who are interested in
Egyptology.
museum studies, museum design, Egyptologists who are interested in exhibition, who are interested in Egyptology, who are interested in local or site museum, because I am a specialist also in museum,
Of course.
and also many visitors come to visit Imhotep Museum for these reasons.
Yes, of course. And what do you think this museum, what kind of messages is it sending to the whole world regarding Egyptian history?
So this museum is considered unique in design, unique for collections that he has, and a lot of things he can provide for visitors, from exploration, discovery, new information, new design, new exhibition, new object can see, and also some unique things as the base statue of Zoser, which contains the name of Imhotep and his title. And this object is a unique object, is displaying here in the museum, and also the blue faience tiles that behind us. These are unique things, and this is a design and technique and the concept for making blue faience tiles are dating back 4,700 years ago, and Egyptian architects and designers and makers managed to do that from over than 4,700 years ago, and it is considered a genius work that was done in Egypt from a long time ago, and it is considered one of the most attraction for this museum.
What is the most special piece or monument here in this museum that you would like to interact with, or you like to look at and know the history about it?
For me, every object has a special story, and each object has a unique story behind it. But I think the most interesting objects, the statue of Zoser, the basic statue of Zoser, which contain the titles of Imhotep, and the blue faience tiles that are displaying behind us.
So Djoser is your favorite?
Of course, Zoser and Imhotep.
Do we say Zoser or Djoser?
So there are many names and pronunciation for Zoser. Zoser, Jesser, Netrichet,
Okay.
all of this pronunciation for the same meaning.
Yes.
Because the name means the holy saint.
The Holy Sin.
thing.
The holy thing.
Our
Yes.
holy, the holy,
Yes,
yeah,
the holy,
yeah.
the Almighty, or something like this.
Yeah.
It is.
Or sacred,
Yes.
sacred or holy, and so on.
Okay.
This name is meaning. Um, Even we pronounce it Zosar, Jesser, Netrichet,
Netrichet.
are same meaning.
Yes, of course.
Are the same.
When I first visited this museum, of course, I was really excited to see these monuments, and I was amazed by the efforts done to save their colors. The colors are really clear and very bright, and I can see like clear blue, clear white, clear red. How do you save these colors, and how do you save these monuments to look very original, and they don't lose their character?
I'd like to add something for this question.
Yes.
When I am working as guide for our visitors to Saqqara, one of the most repeated question to me is this question: how Egyptian manage to make these colors and dyes?
So
And
visitors ask this question.
yeah, this is a repeated question that I received many times while guiding our visitors to Saqqara. And I told me we try up to now to search behind this story. But by modern devices can help us how Egyptian managed to make these colors and dyes. Because new devices can analyze for us the composition of colors, because Egyptian used the artificial colors from natural material but added some material to make consolidation and the strength for this color to keep up to now in good preservation and in good colors. As I first as so soon we discovered the new tomb. We will announce for that. We found the color as it was painted yesterday.
Very
Really,
bright.
very bright. And if you saw this color, you tell the painter finished from this work yesterday.
It looks like it's recent. It's new.
Yeah, yeah. So it is amazing how Egyptian managed to make this color with prideful.
How did ancient Egyptians save these monuments from air, from the exposure to air, to any weather conditions that might ruin the colors? This is very strange, and this is also advanced because we have discovered this recently. So how could they do this, and they didn't have the same equipment and the same knowledge that we have nowadays?
We have to thank God at first, and we thank to environment of Saqqara, because the environment of Saqqara is dry weather, and also the soil of Saqqara, the sand of Saqqara help it to keep all this treasure in good preservation.
So the dry weather helps to save the colors more.
Yes.
Yes, okay. I would like to thank you so much, Dr. Mahrous Elsanadily, the head of the scientific department at Saqqara, for these valuable insights and for this unique interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dear viewers, now we're going to have a short break and get back to the Nile Cruise Show.